Hi all, hope you're all well. So I've got a session for you for stretching and strengthening through your feet and through your calves. So you don't need any equipment unless you want to, and then you just need some spiky balls. So if you've got spiky balls, you can use those, but you don't need them otherwise. All right, so let's come into neutral. And the best way to start off with strengthening feet and calves is to come simply into a nice heel raise. So we're coming up and we're coming down. And we're just staying nice and straight, nice and balanced, nice and equal. Good. We just start off just by raising those heels. We contract and relax in the calves. We're getting these smaller muscles in our feet working as we push up and come down. Good. Keep breathing. Lovely. 3 and 2 and 1, and then we turn that into foot series, but we're going to start with the squat, up onto our toes, lengthen away and down. So we start with the squat, toes, lengthen and down. Good. So we're just looking forward, equal left and right feet. We raise up and we come down. Lovely. We breathe as we go. Good. 2 and last one. Good. Give them a nice little shake off. Good. Okay, so then we want to release through the bottoms of the feet. And if you haven't got spiky balls, that's fine. If you have, you can just grab one. If you haven't got spiky balls, you're going to just crunch in with your feet. So you want to pull your toes in and feel like you're stretching up through the sole of your foot and really stretching in, and then relax down. If you've got a spiky ball, you're going to roll it into the bottom of your foot. So moving it backwards and forwards with your toes and getting those spikes to work into the sole. If you don't, like I said, you're just crunching up with those toes and relaxing. So crunch up and relax, and it just works again those smaller muscle groups in the foot and stretches through. If you've got a t-shirt or a towel or a tea towel, you can put on the floor and then scrunch your toes up and relax. That will make you really concentrate on that movement because it will bring that fabric in and relax so that you feel like you're moving something. Good. So when you're done with one foot, let's switch to the other. Good. Lovely. So we're just working into the base of that foot. Get all the way around so you're moving it really well. Depending on how tight you are in there and how spiky your ball is, depends on how that will feel. Once again, if you haven't got the ball, it just depends on how tight your feet are to how much you feel as you're bringing those toes up and in and relaxing down. Great for after running. Good. Tiny bit longer. Getting all the way in and around. Good. Lovely. Popping the ball out of the way there. And let's come down onto our mat. So we'll just do one roll down to get there. Nice deep breath, soft knees, tuck the chin. Down we go. Long, heavy stretch down and through. Nice deep breath. Soft knees, and then let's walk those hands nice and long. We're then going to stretch into our calves. So we're going to leave your right leg long and push your heel towards, so away from you, sorry, not towards anything, away from you. And you've brought your left one in. You can either relax it down or you can hold it up, depending if you want to work into the stretch or whether you just want to take the stretch. Keep breathing. And then let's switch the left away, right one in, and again you can relax that right one down if you want. We really want to stretch that heel away though. Stretching all the way through. Nice deep breath. Good, relax there. Come into kneeling, and we're going to stretch through the front of those shins. So it's your tibialis anterior, and we want to point those toes and then just sit down as much as we can. So we're taking that stretch down the front of those shins. Something we don't think about overly stretching, but really important. It just takes that stretch all the way through. If you can't get all the way down like this, just work into it, take a nice deep breath, take it nice and slow, and you'll take that stretch through. And only stay there as long as it feels okay. Some people find that's not very long. Take a nice deep breath. Good. Take that off, and then if you've got some spiky balls, you're going to grab them once more. And you're going to pop them between your calf and your hamstring. Make sure there's a few fingers difference between the back of the knee and the ball. If you don't have the spiky ball, you're just going to come into the movement. So no spiky ball, you are moving side to side and just taking more of a stretch through the front into your quads and your front of your shins there. And if you do have the spiky ball, you're taking that stretch, but you are also working into calves and hamstrings and getting a bit more release. Nice deep breath there, take that stretch in. Good. Moving it. Good. And then just sitting back down a little bit further, so like we were just now. So if you've got no balls, you'll just be sitting back flat, hopefully. And if you do, just see how far you can go. That's my limit. Good. Take that off, and then we're just going to work a little bit deeper if you've got the balls into the top of the Achilles. So make sure you just really play around with what pressure you can put on. And once again, we just move from side to side, and we've moved the balls so it'd be to kind of where the cutoff of my cutoff trousers is. So just above your ankle, where it gets quite tendinous here, at the bottom of the calf. So we don't want much pressure. We just want to release through, and really good for just stretching out that little bit extra where it gets tight at the attachment point, but be really aware that it might be a little bit sensitive and don't put much pressure down through. Once again, breathe as you go. And if you haven't got the balls, once again, just take the stretch, take the movement anyway. Good. Lovely. Then let's take those off. Good. Dropping down, nice long shell stretch. We're taking that stretch again, but we're stretching into the lumbar a little bit and also into our shoulders. Good. Take that one off, up onto your hands and knees. Tuck those toes under, hover, and then take your weight towards your heels. So we're going to stretch those calves again, trying to get your bottom as high as you can to stretch through the backs of those legs. If heels don't go down, you're going to pedal those knees, take that stretch more through the calves, more through the hamstrings, and all the way down and into your feet. Good. Breathe. Stretch, stretch. Good. 2 and 1. Good. Push bottom high. Soft knees coming back. Heavy stretch down and through. Up we come. Back up into standing. Well done, guys. So that's a bit of stretch and strengthening for your calves and your feet. If you want to make it harder for yourself, go through the session again, and you can do anything we do on 2 feet, you can do in 1. So it just makes it harder. So by doing foot series on 1 foot, you're just getting more work into that one side, getting more strength and a little bit more stretch through. See how you go, and if you've got any problems, give me a shout. Bye.